people's name. I can't be begging you guys this much.
Guys, welcome back again to my channel. On today's episode of Universities to Avoid here in United Kingdom as an international student and reasons why I think so. So today, a university in Wales, United Kingdom, made our list. If you're not aware yet, United Kingdom is made up of 4 countries: Wales, Northern Ireland, Scotland and England. So University Awansi made our list, and I'll tell you why. In this channel, I've promoted these universities as one of the affordable universities here in United Kingdom, and also one of the universities with the lowest deposits. Their deposit is actually £1,000, but a lot is happening right now, and this is what this video is all about. Now, because you have to pay £1,000 as your deposit, with this £1,000 they can give you your cars, give you your offer, unconditional offer letter, and you can apply for your visa and arrive here in United Kingdom. But you have to pay 50% of your fees before enrollment. Yes, that is the rule. You have to pay 50% of your fees before enrollment. Depending on your fees, this amount is between 7 to 8,000 pounds, depending on your department and depending on your fees. Now, some international students which are supposed to be January intake, or the January intake and also the March April intake, are those that were affected by this. What happened? They paid their £1,000, they were given cars, they applied for their visa, and they arrived here in United Kingdom, but they were not able to pay their remaining balance before the date they were given to pay that fee. So they were not enrolled in their program, and the universities cancelled the admission and even the visa and told them that they have to return back to their country. If you have been following the trend about international students, a lot of things happening. From March up till now, the Form A from Nigeria is no longer working, and because of that, a lot of students are struggling to pay their fees. I actually applied for Form A in March, and I was sent an email to provide my TCC document, which is tax clearance certificate, before I'll be debited. On the process of getting the TCC, the next thing, the naira was floated, and the naira became the same amount in the black market, such as bank. Pounds sells in bank now for as much as 1,100. So someone that applied for Form A to pay £8,000, that was supposed to use about 3 point something million to 4 million to pay for £8,000 of school fees, will have to use about 9 million naira now or more to pay for these school fees. So while all these things were happening, these students were devastated. They were finding, somebody planned a certain amount of money they will use in paying their fees, and something came up that is beyond their control, and they were finding means to mitigate the effect, to be able to also pay the school fees before enrollment. And some of them actually paid these fees, but it came in some days, it came in some days later from the deadline, some came in a week later from the deadline, but the school was not considering all these facts and they refused to enroll them, and is also withdrawing their sponsorship to this student. I'll be sharing a clip of the interview that these students granted, and I want you to watch it with me and also share your thoughts on the comment section.
I am this close to losing my sanity as a human being. On the 29th, I got a mail from Income Tuition. They confirmed my payment, and they told me that because the payments didn't come in before the deadline, that they can no longer allow me to enroll, that I should pack my bags and go back to my own country. Every day my mom calls me. How is school going? I can't even tell her this is the situation I'm in, because I don't want her to get worried. It is that bad. I'm doing this not because of me. I'm doing this because of people that are coming after me also. I wouldn't want them to be in this same situation, living in uncertainty for months. It is difficult.
With their student visas now void and unable to work, they are being supported by Swansea charity Bain Mental Health Support. Founder of the charity, Alfred Oyokoya, says he's been angered by the stance of the university, and all attempts he's made to find a resolution with the institution has failed.
How do you even justify that kind of attitude? You can't, because you've got to understand that when people move from a particular country to a country for the purpose of studying, there's a lot that goes on behind the scene.
Pauletta Jogu has invested her life savings into a marketing management degree. She's paid £8,000 to Swansea University, but has also been notified she is not allowed to continue her studies due to a late payment.
The 4 walls of the school keep me going. I'm happy that I'm here. I'm happy that I'm studying. So why do you want to take that away from me? Because my school fees came in late. And I've explained everything to you. I sent mails to you guys. And still you're able to give me a listening ear. I'm frustrated. I mean, people say, I can't be taking you guys this much.
Swansea was recently declared the first city of human rights in Wales. At the heart of this city is a large student population, many of whom have travelled from around the world to learn. For these students, they feel their right to learn has been taken from them, and their futures in Swansea are now far from certain.
After watching this video, what are your thoughts? Because I know my own school, we're giving the deadline of May 15th to pay the balance of our fees, but a lot happened, and me for one, I paid my fees by June ending, I think. So many other people up till now have not even paid the balance of their school fees. They are sending emails to remind you that you have a balance of fees to pay, but they've not taken any harsh decision on that. Students are actually turning up, paying the much they can on instrumental basis for them to come up with these fees, because the Form A that used to make it a little bit more easier for students to move money from Nigeria to pay these fees is no longer available. Some banks are no longer even doing that services right now, while the ones that are still doing that are very slow. I've been on the UBA queue for Form A since March of this year, and up till now I've not even been debited, because if they wanted to debit me and they are having insufficient balance, they will all reject it and they will write insufficient balance. But if you go to the queue and look at it, you will see that it's still on the queue, moving from one stage to the other. So if that was the only hope I had to pay my school fees with, it means that by now I would not still have paid the balance of my school fees. So I think the school was harsh. I even had to call a friend who studies in that university, though the person told me that it's not all departments, that some departments just compiled names of all the students that have not been able to enroll and sent it to school, and school sent an email to them to tell them that they have terminated their admission and sponsorship and stuff, while some other departments were lenient enough to communicate with the students and still give them more time to come up with payment of their school fees. And what really made me feel bad about it is that someone has actually paid these fees. Yes, even if the person paid a day late, a week late, a month late, this person has actually paid you these fees. So why not just enroll them? They will start up their program. Like the thing of somebody relocating from their home country to come and get an education here, and because of delay in payment, you are saying the person should go back. I don't know whether the going back, you will refund them the expenses of their school fees, the expenses they incurred in their flight, the accommodation, the way they've been finding a way to feed. I think even their BRP was not even given to them, so they cannot even walk. They cannot walk, and they are not students, and they are not what are they actually? You just like floating. I really feel for these people, and I feel they don't deserve it. International students do not deserve this kind of treatment from that particular university. And I implore you, if you're an international student and you are still in the process of getting admission, or you have offers from different universities and you're making your choice, I have part 1, part 2, and this is part 3 of this of the universities to avoid here in United Kingdom. Look at those videos before you make your choice, or before you even apply to those universities, to make sure that you are making the right choices, and to make sure that you are informed of what is obtainable in these universities. Please remember to subscribe, share the video if you found value, and see you in my next one. Bye bye.